Hey everybody, it's Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. Shout out to Renee for the awesome t-shirt. Thank you, thank you. I'll try not to get paint on it. Welcome to episode 216, season 3. I haven't been canceled yet. Today we're going to do video number 2 of the Black&White+3 series. Shout out to Sandy who recommended these colors to me on my Facebook page. There was one color combo that had a few more likes to it, but I didn't have, like, I don't know, they wanted like green, blue, and iridescent green, and I didn't have those colors, so I'm like, but I had Sandy's colors. That's what we're gonna roll with. Let's do show and tell real quick, and then we'll get started. I know there's a horrible glare. The sun is just pouring in. Results from last video. So this was the pour over one. It's awesome. This guy here, check it out, check it out. I love it. I'm gonna resin this guy. It's gonna be so blinged out, and I love I don't like it like that, but I love the orientation either like this or like this. So that one turned out fabulous. The first one that looks so fabulous, wet, I'm not selling this. I'm gonna use this as a practice canvas because I just think it's really dull and not so great. So 1 out of 2, what are you gonna do? And then the weather here has been glorious. Got the windows and doors open. Yesterday and today and tomorrow, like near 70. So I started on my resin stack yesterday. I did it outside and then brought it inside, stuck it downstairs. And one of the pieces I resined is the Cabbage Patch pour. Oh gosh, the glare. Is this guy. It looks amazing. I gotta say, I was so like meh on it at first. I don't know if the bling's gonna show up. Let me put the camera down and I'll show you these last two and we'll get started. Let me do this. Yeah, so there's our 10 by 20 chunky canvas we're gonna work on today. Let me see if I can get the sparkle, this guy, to show up. I don't know if that's showing up, but it's gorgeous. It's going up on my Etsy shop probably tonight or tomorrow. This is a 16 by 16 square. Yeah, really happy with that one. Look how nice the back is too. I'm always proud of my backs. And then real quick, based on this color combo that we're about to do, which is basically Prussian Blue, silver, black and white, and some light blue. Oh my gosh, those colors are familiar. And it's because it was one of the very first paintings that I finished. When I say finished, I mean I resined it and put hardware on it. This thing is 4 years old. It hangs in our spare bathroom. It's the bathroom in our basement where my husband takes showers and, you know, stuff like that. It's this one here. This was made with just paint and Floetrol because I was a rank beginner. We call it the Lone Wolf because of this pattern right here that looks like a wolf with an eye. Yeah, it's still like the resin job, like it still has pock marks because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. This is 4 years ago, but same color combo. So I'm kind of curious if I can make something nicer than this one. I mean, I still love it because, you know, it was one of my first. So same colors today. So we have the Black and White Artist Law Flow Acrylic. We have Sky Blue Light by Amsterdam. We have Prussian Blue by Amsterdam. And we have Liquitex Heavy Body Iridescent Bright Silver. So that's the colors for today. Pouring medium recipe. We are using American Floetrol today. And I did 10 ounces of Elmer's Glue Wall. No, is that right? Yes, 10 ounces of Elmer's Glue Wall. 10 ounces of Floetrol, and only because, oh, I threw it away. I had the gallon thing upside down, and I had like this much of my golden color Pori medium gloss, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill it off. And I had barely, not quite 2 ounces, so I just threw it in. just to get rid of that giant gallon container. So that's the pouring medium all mixed up in here. So it's no water. So yeah, basically just Floetrol and glue with just a dash of that pouring medium. Not enough, I think, to make a difference to anything. 1-to-1 ratio paint to PM, but I did have to augment everything with at least a tablespoon of water. In the heavy body silver, it was more like 3 tablespoons of water because it was just, you know, it's heavy body, so it was really thick. So, and it took me forever to stir it up. So there's our colors. We're just gonna do another flip and lip or flip cup. I've got the clear cups today because I want to see it. These, I'm not gonna fill these up all the way. And let's see what we get on this 10 by 20 Gallery 3 wrap canvas with the deep sides. So I'm going to add my spot on treadmill silicone. And if you guys, I'm going to say this after I've already said everything. If you're new to my channel, then I'm telling you, the one thing you don't want to skip in my mind is usually the first 5 minutes, because that's where I talk about the paint, and that's where I talk about the pouring medium and whether or not I add silicone or anything that I've done to prep before I actually pour. I'm going to do 4 drops because that's a really full cup. That's the part not to skip in my mind. I would probably, you know, if you don't want to hear me yammer on, I'd skip the layering. Unless you want to like try and copy something exactly. I would watch the first 5 minutes and then skip to the good stuff. That's just me. And I shouldn't say that because, you know, the longer you watch, the better it is for me, but I'm just being real. You know, people have lives, busy days. I totally understand. But, oh, I was going to just tell you, I don't even know what made me think of it. I think because my daughter, until she turns 18, is a dual citizen of, you know, she's a U.S. citizen and a Russian citizen. And supposedly when she turns 18, she'll have to make a decision about which country she's going to pledge her allegiance to, which is silly because she's never been to Russia other than to be born there. Anyway, her passport, her baby passport, is expiring, so we have to get her a new one. And I was telling her the story about like my paper labor when I had to, when Joe and I had to do like literally mountains and mountains of paperwork, you know, to transport her. We were living in England at the time, so to get her, I think, from Russia to Germany, Germany to England, England to the United States, we needed all kinds of visas and documentation and whatnot. And I just remember this one time we were in the British I have been to the British Museum, but that's a different story. We were at the British Embassy in London, and I had to get something like, not just notarized, but apostilled, which is a stamp from the Department of State, for some kind of document. And so I was near the consulate's office. I had to think about my layering, but let's go ahead and add white. And there was a murmur of excitement around me. I'm like, what's going on? And I look, and Gwyneth Paltrow was walking in the door to, I don't know, get a visa or passport or something. And let me pause for a second in the storytelling to figure out my layering, because it's tricky with the dark blue and the black. Then you got the silver. Then I got my white first. I'm gonna mix it up as we go. I'm gonna do this. No, I kind of want to keep the light blue away from the black, so I'm going to go in this order. So there's my white already. So let me just put these like this. So that's the order I'm going to go. And I know my black and white are going to meet up, but that's okay. Anyway, Gwyneth Paltrow walked in to get something. And the interesting thing to me was that the murmur of excitement in the office and with, you know, other people waiting for their stuff wasn't that she was there. It was because, so this is a long time ago. So this is like, you know, 13 years ago. When she was still married to Chris Martin from Coldplay, he was outside. And it was interesting to me that they completely pretty much ignored her and went gaga for him. It was kind of awesome. Like everyone was like, oh my God, there's Chris Martin, oh my God, there's Chris Martin, oh my God. And then someone's like, well, there's Gwyneth Paltrow. And they're like, yeah, there's Chris Martin. And she was like virtually ignored. She seemed, to her credit, she seemed very nonplussed about it. She was like, whatever, I need to get a visa. And, you know, it was just interesting to see. I guess, you know, if you're a movie star and you go to another country and people don't care who you are, depending on your ego, I guess you get treated like, you know, a regular person, which might be nice. I don't know. All right, there's my black, and then we're gonna have white on top of this, but that's all right. I just wanted to keep the dark blue and the light blue away from the black. So I'll go with white again. Since we got gray and silver, that was my only, that's the other thing. I had a desire to put like a deep red with this, but that would have been +4 colors, so I didn't. All right, now let's do the Prussian Blue. That. And then a whole bunch of my sky blue light. And let's do silver, like a lot of silver. Well, that was a lot of silver. That's a lot of paint. A lot of silver. And I'm going to throw white on this. Or maybe just drizzle one with white. I mean, drizzle one with a little bit of black. And just not do a whole lot of it. That's a lot of silver, y'all. We'll see. All right, ready? All right, Geronimo. We'll see if this sells up on its own like the Waterfall did or not. Gloves. Oh, I know why I remembered that story. It's because in late February, it was Chloe's gotcha day, like the day we brought her home once the adoption was finalized. Except I was, when we went to the village where, or the town where we had our court hearing in Russia. It was this town called Orenburg. And the night we were staying with the Russian host family, who didn't really speak English. And they cooked us all kinds of food and gave us vodka. And I just remember having a couple shots of vodka the night before the hearing. And then the day of the hearing, I felt awful. And I was just like, oh my God, what is wrong with you? You're about to be a new mother, and here you are with the hangover. But I didn't have a hangover, I had the Russian flu. And so I was so sick within 6 hours. I did not see Chloe for the first 5 days that we had her. I was like quarantined in another bedroom, like just deliriously sick. So that was a bummer. All right, here we go. It's already selling up. Oh, I should do both before I make my lip. Well, You stay there. Ooh, I like that blue. I'm gonna run with that blue. Plenty of paint. Throw some on the corners. Don't think I'll need it. Oh, I do have deep sides, don't I? Is it too dark? I'm gonna throw on a light. It helps. Does that help any? I feel like I'm up. Let me get you guys down too a little bit. How's that? Look at me. Yep. Look at the cells. See? I think I like my glue, water, and pouring medium recipe better, y'all. I just like to be able to dictate cells. I really do. Like, what if I didn't want cells? It really is the boss of me. So the next 3 iterations won't have the Floetrol. I think when I was starting out and new, and if you're new at this and you're enamored with cells and you want to get cells, definitely Floetrol's the way to go. If it would stay just like this, I'd be happy, because the cells are a nice shape and size. Like these guys here have the dark blue with the light blue ring around them. But, oh, I totally forgot to show you my consistency, didn't I? My consistency was as thick as the first video in this series. Like there is definitely, or there's not enough to show you. It definitely left a trace or a mound for at least 2 seconds before it disappeared back into the paint. So I do like the colors. There is a nice sheen to it from the iridescent silver. So I'm just gonna wiggle my way down to a corner and take it off. Yeah, I might as well do this corner because I don't want to have to go all the way back up. So let me bring this up. Slow but sure. Stair step. And I got one more corner. Yeah, I am not happy with the recipe. That's just a personal thing. If you like easy peasy cells, definitely a great recipe for that. Let me check all my sides. You know what I missed too? I need my spoon. Hold on. Oh, it's right here. I need to grab it. My little ice cream spoon is really handy for the corners spots. I haven't gotten that out in a while too. I used to use this all the time. Anyway, yeah, if you like instant cells, I think this is a fabulous recipe with either the Oatrol or the Floetrol. Let me walk around. Let me see if I want to do anything. The composition's okay. I'm not going to torch it. I mean, that's plenty of cells for me. I want to have some background. I do like the colors through here blending. I am tempted, well, let me walk that statement back. I am tempted to torch just to see if it explodes, and maybe I chicken torch where I can pour it off. The cells I would like to see more of are like these guys, these dark blue with the silver rings around them. These are nice too. These are gray. You got some white ones with the blue rings. I'm not real thrilled with these right here. Do you guys want me to? Somebody say something. Should I? Should I? I'm gonna do, just for giggles, I don't like these cells right here. So I'm gonna torch here just so you guys can see how much it cells up, and then I can pour it off because there's still probably a little bit too much paint on here. So let me get my torch and we'll do right here. Whoa. We'll see if any of them get any larger. I'm gonna end up pouring those off. Getting some nice little baby gray ones or light blue ones right there. I could stand for some of those in this corner where the black is, maybe. What's under there? The silver. Anywhere else? I'm not gonna do the middle. I'm not gonna touch this. I'm just waiting to see what they look like. They're nice. They're not mottled or anything. They got nice rings around them, some of them. But I'm gonna pour some of that off right there. I'm not even gonna put on gloves again. Just get rid of some of those. Maybe some of this stuff right here. And I think I'm done. Yep, I'm just gonna take those right off. Take off that one big cell too. I don't like. And then bring things back. Yeah, they're nice cells right there. And the ones in the corner are cute. So that's it, that's all I'm doing. We have a little bit of variety in sizes. I love this right here. Ta-da! Dun 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 dun! Let me wipe off my hands, get you guys down. All right. It's growing on me. I don't know what my deal is. I'm just, I have a bias now because I want to dictate the cells. But it's lovely. I gotta say, it's lovely. Really nice colors. I wish it was a little brighter, and I thought I was, if I look at all my cups of paint, I was rather stingy with the black. I still have a half a cup of black left and no white left. So I'm glad I held off on that. Let me see if I can just take this and do this, lighten this, and bring this all down. Oh, undo. Like this. Undo you too. And come down. See the little cells right there? They're adorable, right? Those ones here on the very edge, those blue ones. Love that. So like, yeah, really, really nice cells. Again, I don't like giving up control. I'm a control freak. Here's the ones up in this corner. Oops, hold on. That I did at the very end. Where are they? See, they're nice. A little bit smaller, but I didn't really stretch too much. So, yep, just those two spots with little clusters. Otherwise, I love the stripes. The composition's nice. We'll see how it dries. And where am I? A lot shorter this time. Yeah, 10 minutes shorter. Thanks for watching and for the love and support. I'm off to see my friend Jen Neal from Resin Inspired on Wednesday. So we'll probably be painting together. You might see a video from that. I don't know. And then I do need to do a Shelly Art video and knock out some trivets and things. And then we'll come back for the third in the series this coming weekend. You guys have a great week. And yeah, peace out.